Hola Cosmic Crew, NASA here, riding in on the waves and ready for another NovaCraft adventure. The last time we wrapped up the roof of our cosmic rail station, and it's looking brighter than the sunrise over the ocean. But today we're splashing right back in to add those finishing details around the station and start laying down some rails, because what's a station without a track to ride the tide? So go ahead and grab a snack, your surfboards, and your pickaxes, because this beach girl is ready to make some waves in Minecraft. Let's dive in and get started with today's episode. Well, here at the station, we're going to be giving a little bit of a facelift. I have some granite that I want to line up to replace some of these bricks. I also have some polished granite as well, so we're going to try to mix them around a little bit. And it's funny, when you're placing blocks, you think a little bit about the work that goes into it. You have to gather these materials. You have to make sure you don't lose them once you have them. And then, of course, you shape them into something beautiful. So I'll be adding in a little bit of a rough texture of the granite here. Gives the station a little bit of grit, a little bit of character. And when you look at any structure, nothing's really perfect. And honestly, that's the fun part. Now you start to notice a little bit of a change in the blocks. This gives the entire place a different type of vibe. So one polished granite next to a rough piece of brick, or maybe just regular brick, and then you add in like a little bit of granite next to the brick. It suddenly starts to feel a little bit of life. So you're a traveler passing through, maybe on an adventure. You get to the station, and after coming back, maybe you've been days away, you come here and you get something unique, just not bland. It just feels right in the moment. And that's kind of the interactions I like to see here at the station. You come back from an epic adventure, you're still on an adventure when you get here. And that's what I'm trying to portray here. And I love the little details. So swapping around a few blocks, breaking the monotony, a little bit of granite, a little bit of polished granite, and suddenly it's looking like it has character. It's a place that's been here for a while. And that's the magic of any build, really. Just the simple little details becomes part of something bigger. And that's why I love texturing block by block. It's just exciting to see what's going to happen next. Alright, well, just putting in the final touches here of our train station. I have the bricks in hand, mixing them with a little bit of polished granite just to give the walls a little more texture. I just don't want this to look too plain. It's all about those little details that really help the build feel alive. And like I said, as I place these blocks, I imagine travelers coming through here, maybe grabbing a cup of warm coffee for their journey, seeing the trains guide in here through the distance. It's one of those builds that I want to feel cozy, but at the same time I want it to feel grand. And sometimes it's just funny how just swapping just a single block can change the whole mood of the place. And that's why I love working with different textures, especially like granite, which really isn't my favorite block. But when you mix it in with brick blocks, even maybe some rooted dirt or regular dirt, it really, really gives the walls that texture, like lived. So we're just wrapping up this section. We can already see how this is tying everything together, and step by step, block by block, The station's really starting to feel like a proper hub for the world we're creating together. Well, up next, I have to lay down some rails and work a little bit on the train itself. So we need to have this connect with the other parts of the server. So hope you enjoy the next time lapse of doing a little bit of progress on that as well. All right, well, let me give you a quick little tour of what's been going off camera here at the train station. We finally got our happy gas settled into place. Super glad that's all set up. It really adds some life to the build. And here's our little guys right now. We did different colors with the saddles, so it could be like a different color train for a different destination. So we have our yellow train, or yellow saddled happy gas. Okay, we're inside right now. That's the minecart. And here we have the lights in the train rail. Sorry. Once again, I'm having problems with words. We have our rail for the train, and we tried to color code this a little bit. So we have yellow glass panes for our yellow train. And then if we go over here, same deal, we have the cyan colored glass panes to go with our cyan train. And then we have our lime green. And of course, we have the lime green glass over here. So, you notice this has all changed quite a bit. I redid this. I really wasn't happy with the way it looked before. So, yeah, it's all about trial and error. So we have our trusses in place. There's been a little bit of a change here with the roof. Looks a little bit more complete. So, also, let me show you guys this. Ta-da! So we put the train sign, which kind of makes the station feel a little bit official. It's like, hey, I'm ready for passengers to come through. I know it's a small little detail, but it gives great vibes to the place. I kind of want a better sign, but I think banners for now will have to do it. I did spend some time working on the roof. I could just go up there and show you guys really quick, and then we can zoom out. And ouch. Clumsy me. Our roof is actually oxidizing, so that makes me feel really happy. Yeah. So, I got rid of the full white glass and we did glass pane, so it's more smooth of a transition. We added some details here. We added in some copper slabs on top. There's some end rods between. We added a little spiral design on the top. Not spiral. I don't know what you call that. Tower design, I should say. And of course, I still have to do this backside, which is completely unfinished. But that'll be for another time. This is great. This is oxidizing as well. So I really am happy with some of these changes that have occurred. Let me see if I can get a better view. Okay, that helps. So there we have the train sign, we have our trusses, we have our roof, and then of course we're working on our little tower there. And of course, once this all finishes oxidizing and it's a nice green color, it's gonna look awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. So I guess the next project that we're gonna have to do with this train station is now get these rails going. So what we did on the time lapse, I believe, was this rail, and it goes down here. Now I'm mistaken. Okay. This one is gonna go to Oahu. Yellow goes to the end village, and lime green goes to Kauai. So I was working on the Kauai one. And yeah, okay. So I'm gonna have to lay rails. We have plenty of rails to work on this, so that's not an option. I guess it's just a matter of time being able to get this done. I wish I had more help, but yeah, it's been really fun to work on this project. And of course, this is just simply the train station. What's really going to be special about this entire area is going to be the gaming district. And I have some ideas for that. But I guess on our next episode, we're going to try to focus on finishing up some of these tracks to their destinations. I need to meet up with another player Ink Charlie. So I have to see when she's going to be online, because this does go to the End Village, and I definitely don't want to mess up what she's been doing over there, so I need to get with her to see what we can do with the stop. And on this other one on Kauai, I have to get with Hollow because there's another stop, and I know he's done some aesthetic work over there, and I don't want to mess up anybody's designs. You know, it's like if you're building something and then, hey, there's this random build of somebody else in my area and it doesn't match, people can sometimes get a little upset. And not that we get upset on the server, but, you know, we want to show respect to everybody. So, yeah. Respect everyone's bills. So, that's all for today's episode. If you liked the video, don't forget to give me a like. It really does help my tiny little channel grow. And if you want to subscribe, it's completely free. And I would be eternally grateful if you did. But if you just like to chill and watch the video, that's okay too. Alright everyone, well thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.